Welcome to TechNologia. Today we'll be talking about the rise of solo entrepreneurs. With the introduction of AI, there's been a rise of solo entrepreneurs as well, as most people claim that work has become easier. Claim, in quotes. Yep.
It's such a big trend today. You look at all the recent biggest launches in technology. Think of OpenClaw, right? A one-man person built OpenClaw, Peter Steinberg,
Yep.
and we have Roy Lee. When you think of Roy Lee, you don't think about the team. You think about one individual. And then Andrew Karpathy too. He's a one-man team, right? It's not a whole
That's fair.
army of 12. So yeah, it's been a big rise of the solo entrepreneur, and that's what we're here to discuss today.
Yeah. So I think for non-technical people who have always wanted to be in the tech space, it has really become easy for them to play a part in the tech space because
Yep.
we have people who have had dreams for a long time and they couldn't implement what they were dreaming about because they had to learn how to code. They had to learn the softwares that were around code, They had to learn, they had to know what is to deploy. Today, you don't even know what to deploy. Today, you just tell Cloud Code, yeah, can you make this live on the website? You don't, you don't even tell it to deploy it. Then it deploys.
You see, not to go off topic, what you just mentioned reminded me. Back in the day too, you have to keep up with the documentation because every day there are updates too. You
Yep.
have to constantly learn, like let's say if it's Google Cloud, learn what update they've released and how it affects your system too. So it's gotten way easier for one person to just do it by themselves.
No, that's actually true. So we now have non-technical people pushing code as well. They don't have to read that documentation, which is somewhat great, I would say,
Yep.
in my own opinion.
Yep.
Then for technical people as well, it also got better because now most of them don't have to learn marketing. They don't have to learn how to do operations because they're automating that whole process. They're putting in agents that are good at finance. I've seen people claim that they have automated their marketing. I don't know how good that is going, but it's a trend that I've been seeing going onwards, yeah.
Yep. It's just you and your army of sub agents that are working for you overnight. Right?
And you'll be orchestrating.
Yep. Yep. So do you think YC is gonna jump in on this trend and accept more solo entrepreneurs as we go on, or is this just hype?
I don't know about YC, but I've seen so many VCs now kind of going towards funding more solo entrepreneurs. A16Z is an example. They are really on the run of like solo entrepreneurs. They always push data of how their solo entrepreneurs are using agents to orchestrate
Yep.
the pipeline. They have the statistics of like how many solo entrepreneurs they have been funding and how it is going for them. So it's an interesting thing to see. And it's not just A16Z. I've seen it from other VCs as well.
Yeah. I think we'll continue to see this because when you think about it too, when you're funding just one person, there's less noise in terms of when you're doing your diligence. You do a background check on one person, not a team of 12 where you have to like go check everyone's history, right? So it's way easier to do your due diligence. And then when you're a VC in this era of AI, capital isn't the thing that you provide that gives the most value to an entrepreneur, right? It's maybe your networks. It's your experience in going to market. I know A16Z says they can help maybe a founder and through their relationships in Japan, go to market in Japan, in
Okay.
China, right? So it's no longer just about capital. It could be using their networks to make you go viral and stuff like that. So yeah,
No, there are advantages of being a solo entrepreneur, and I think it also comes to speed as well. On top of
Yep.
what you said, when you want to implement something, you quickly implement it. You quickly do the next thing. There is no that bureaucracy that can affect how much fast you're moving,
Yep.
and the vision is lined to to exactly what you want it to be.
Yep.
But there are also downsides of being a solo entrepreneur. I think we should also talk about that. When your vision is narrow or is wrong at that point, just know that the company is going to die on that vision. There isn't someone to stop you, because the nice thing about having a teammate, right, is that sometimes they see that one blind spot that you have, and then you direct the company into something better.
Yep. I think VCs love that too, because then you can bet on more than just one founder.
Yep.
You can bet on 5 people doing the exact same thing, and just, you know what you're exactly getting from each of them, and then just see which founder makes it. It's all about the founder.
No, that's true. And also it comes to energy, right? Startups are a hard thing. There's times when you're down, there's times when you're on your low. The nice thing is when you have a co-founder, they might be at their peak, right? So
Oh, yeah.
the balance of the company moving forward is kind of balanced overally. Unlike to say that at this point there is no code that's being shipped, or there's no marketing that is being done at that point, and which might lead to the death of the company.
True, true. This plays into a very important thing that's been talked about, the rise of the personal brand, right? If we're all solo entrepreneurs, this is the best time to get on social media, build your brand, and tell your story, because it matters most right now.
That's true. But my personal opinion is that if you can find a person with the same value, it's still important to get a co-founder in whatever you're making.
Well said, yeah.
I think when you're pushing your MVP, just testing it out, it's great if you're a solo entrepreneur. But if you want to continuously work on that product, get a co-founder. So many invaluable things that you get from having a co-founder.
I agree.
With that, go and start building whatever your dream is. Start making it. It has become easier by the day.
Best time. Thank you.